So, Phasmophobia Week is kicking off right now. The Halloween event update has dropped for the Crimson Eye, and of course, console releases tomorrow. But let's take a look at those notes for what is coming in the update, as well as what's going to be included in the Crimson Eye Halloween 2024 event. Okay, Phasmophobia version 0.11. Of course, it starts with, we're back. We got an update for you. The Blood Moon is rising, console release and crossplay. We're thrilled to be bringing Phasmophobia to Series XS, PS5, and PSVR 2 tomorrow, October 29th. With this update, we're introducing an optional crossplay. Now, PC and console players can team up seamlessly across platforms, letting you connect with your friends and face paranormal together, whether you're on Xbox, PC, or PlayStation. Halloween! Last October, Ghost Hunters summoned the Blood Moon using Mysterious Cauldron. This year, the Blood Moon is back and bigger than ever. Paranormal energy has drastically increased in several locations, resulting in a new weather type, the Blood Moon. Enter the cursed locations and complete investigations, optional objectives, and photograph any blood altars you may find to earn extra blood points. Work together with Ghost Hunting community to collect blood points and earn brand new rewards. Be warned, during the Blood Moon, ghosts will be empowered and stronger than ever. Now, this will be interesting for those who have never actually got a chance to play the game, so console players, enjoy. This should be a lot of fun. Note, this brings a technical changes which will allow us to keep track of the event progress while live changes on our cloud servers. If needed, this event and future seasonal or temporary events will require online connection to play the event, which makes sense. The event board. The new event board has been added to the warehouse, featuring leaflets for current in-game events and challenges. Each event and challenge has a unique leaflet for progress tracking. You open the leaflet by interacting with it, revealing information and corresponding rewards. The event board is located between the truck and the interior door of the warehouse. Several assets and decor have been moved to surround the event board, and previous game photo corkboard has been relocated to the parked warehouse truck. New challenges have been added: Ranger Challenge and Sunny Metals Survival. Upgraded physics. The player and the door system have been overhauled to fix all the physics related issues. Well, they've been existing for like 4 years. Doors will no longer push players into walls or out of locations. Doors can no longer be pulled off their hinges. Players with low FPS will no longer fall through the floor on Point Hope, and players can no longer be pushed through walls or objects. New! Added Latin American Spanish language support. Point Hope now has a unique key in the truck. You can now invite and join friends using your Steam friends list. Your Uni ID is now displayed on the main menu board. Please provide this with any game support ticket you submit. If you block a player, you will now be muted from them, in addition to them being muted to you. And the EULA now supports all languages. Changes. All aspects of the game have been optimized, resulting in higher performance and more consistent frame rates. The handwritten font journal main menu has been replaced to improve localization support across all languages. You can no longer access the bridge selection menu or change your character model while in the briefing screen, and the Ghost Orb section of training will now be completed more consistently. Now, of course, with any drop, there's always fixes, and here's what the bug fixes were. Many localization, UI, and font issues have been fixed throughout the game in all languages. Sticky notes in training will now display correct key bindings when using a controller and will be displayed in VR. Ghosts will no longer be able to hear players using push to talk after you stop talking using global chat. Players will no longer float when loading into the warehouse. The main menu UI will no longer break and overlap and click the join button too many times, or when leaving difficulty settings. Red strings on the investigation board will now turn off and on correctly when taking and removing photos. ID cards will now reset when resetting your save file. You will no longer pick up the Ouija board if you ask the sanity question with a gamepad and text voice recognition. You will no longer get stuck in the monkey paw text menu when using a gamepad. New badges will now appear as options on your ID card as soon as you earn them, and badges on the ID card will now completely reset if you have a badge that isn't synced with your cloud save. Your ID card will now reset if you reset your save file. Ghosts can now enter and exit Sunny Meadows Experiment Room 3. Ghosts will no longer get stuck on top of several objects in Sunny Meadows. The Ridge View utility light will no longer stop rendering if you close the door. Gamepad icons for navigating the menu will no longer disappear when swapping between menus. The gamepad cursor speed will now correctly adjust to higher resolution monitors. VR and gamepad users can now scroll on the debriefing screen to see all information. You can no longer lose equipment inside the wall above above the stairs in Ridgeview. When multiple players die at the same time, the contract will now end and you will be able to exit the debriefing screen. The contract will now load correctly if someone disconnects while loading, and custom difficulty will now properly unlock at level 50 instead of level 1. Voice recognition UI will no longer show multiple phrases for each question in some languages, and weekly difficulty primitive no longer tries to spawn more salt than what is possible. UI will no longer overlap in spamming the join button or when leaving a difficulty setting. And when the host leaves, objects physically will now correctly reset the new host. The ghost animation during the events will now be the correct speed and fix several microphone problems on Steam Deck. Now, finally, of course, with the dropping a big update, including a brand new system launcher, there's going to be some known issues. So let's see what's going on there. Some locations have lighting and reflection issues, specifically with room being too bright. After dropping the voodoo doll, and movement will be incorrect. Some trees with flash with eye adaptation enable on low-end hardware. First 2 pages of the VR journal have missing text. Tripod, I will follow you when dropped on... Tripod, I will follow you when dropped on consoles. The tripod will follow you when dropped on consoles. Got it. Rain and snow effects can't be seen on consoles. Okay, so there's still some stuff they're adjusting on the console launch. If you experience any issues or want to give feedback, please go to our Phasmo Direct Discord. There's the Discord link, and thanks Kinetic Games. So there you have it. Major update to the Halloween event. Last year, you could blitz it in like a day, and this time they seem they're stretching it out more, which is really cool as a kind of community events and build towards things. That's very DVD-esque. We see that a lot with their Halloween event or Christmas event where you're building towards community goals and you earn stuff that way. There's different challenges you can do on every day of the event, which starts today on PC. Now, unfortunately for you console members, you can't join until tomorrow when the game goes live on October 29th, but it's only one day. And of course, those who are already working towards the community goals just help you anyway, so it doesn't really hurt. Now, Crossplay will be live tomorrow. Apparently, it's already live on PC. You just have to turn on Crossplay, which we will obviously do because we will be streaming it tomorrow. We won't be live today for the start of the event, but we will be live for console launch, which is going to be pretty awesome because then we can play with more than just the PC players we've been playing with for years. Now, we have streamed Phasmo on this channel for years and years, and we have done a lot, and I'm looking very forward to it dropping on console for $19.99 tomorrow, and you guys can join in. We can have a lot of fun. Now remember, only text-to-speech will be available on console at launch. They are working on adding the mic component, but I don't know if that means you'll be able to hear us or you'll only be able to type, but we are looking forward to a lot of fun with Phasmophobia going forward now that it will be launching on next-gen consoles. Let me know what you think. Are you excited about the new Halloween event? Are you excited by the fact that it's going to be available on console? We'll be buying it tomorrow. I want to hear everyone's thoughts in the comments. I want to know who's going to be joining the Phasmo community starting tomorrow. Let me hear it all. As always, thank you for watching, and later, mates.